Okay, guys, it's October.
Yeah.
It's time for some horror.
Time to get your ass scared.
Well, we went to the Chinese department store and we wanted to see what they had in the horror aisle. Not the horror aisle, the horror aisle. Those are two different aisles altogether. Man. I didn't want to go down that.
Either way, you're gonna get scared in the middle of the night.
Okay, so this time we have this movie called Believe It or Not, and the Chinese title, and I'm gonna use the Mandarin pronunciation because I'm not good at anything else. So let's see if I can do it. 先不先咬你. I think that's as good as we can get until we get somebody who's Chinese to come on the show with us.
Yeah.
Anyways, so what's the whole movie? Well, it takes place in July the 14th. It's not like Friday the 13th, which we Americans are all used to. July the 14th. Ooh, that's even scarier. So anyways, so what's the idea with July the 14th? According to the movie, now I'm not Chinese. He's not Chinese. And
Well, our dog is.
the dog is fine. Let's give it to him. But he doesn't know anything about it. So anyways, apparently according to the movie, there's a Chinese tradition or legend that on the 14th of July, a gate opens to hell and ghosts and demons come up out of there for that day or whatever. So, if that makes any sense. Well, anyways, it doesn't matter about that, does it? That didn't stop me on it. I'm like, oh well, whatever. So, anyways, the movie's quite cool. It has some very hot Asian chicks in the movie, or at least they look decently better than most of the movie stars that appear on TV here. So why not? You know?
Yeah.
Anyways, okay. Enough about the chicks. Let's get back onto the movie. Anyways, the movie begins with everybody leaving food in the streets for these ghosts and demons to devour.
Oh, and they toss money.
Oh yeah, and they're just tossing money and burning it,
Yeah.
which I have seen many times that people of Chinese ethnicity or at least Chinese culture do that for the dead. Anyways, so moving on, there's these cockroaches crawling all over the food. If you kill one of these cockroaches, one of these ghosts come out. And well, this ghost is like, oh,
Really?
dude, the dude's naked. Okay,
Yeah.
naked dude.
He's blue.
It's like Terminator. You know, in the beginning of Terminator, where Arnold Schwarzenegger's naked, or much less that other guy, the T-1000, is all naked and stuff. Think of the T-1000 guy, except scrawnier, uglier looking, and he's just walking stark naked down the street while people are throwing cash at him.
Yeah.
It's like the worst male stripper that gets paid to put his clothes back on. So, anyways, the whole movie is kind of creepy. At one part in the whole movie, and this is within the first 30 minutes of it, the ghost possesses this one dude and makes him cut off his own dick with a razor.
And cut his face too at it.
Well, not that matters anymore. Once you cut off your winky dinky, it's pretty hardcore at that part, and the guy's like screaming. And then after they find out, he like later it's not revealed at the same time, but it turns out he was in a dream, and that he was scared to death. Kind of like Freddy Krueger on Nightmare on Elm Street. Well,
Yeah.
actually, he kills people in their sleep, but this one was more like he scares you in your dreams.
It was kind of like they put not Friday the 13th. Nightmare on Elm Street, and they kind of did a little bit of poltergeist kind of thing because he was like looking in the mirror.
And it's kind of like Friday the 13th because it only happens on that one day.
Yeah.
So if it makes any sense, it's like those two movies put together. But the whole time throughout most of the movie, it doesn't feel like a horror movie. They're just sitting around talking the whole time trying to get this crooked cop back, but who turns out not to be crooked at all.
Well, the crooked cop also threw his father out for doing drugs or some shit like that. But.
Yeah, but anyways, long story short, it's pretty weird, but it's good overall. I mean, the horror's pretty decent in it. It's not really scary. It's more or less like reading The Raven.
Yeah. Well, and then there was a point towards the end where they gotta burn this demon's body thing, and
yeah, it was pretty crazy and intense there. And then it's more like Friday the 13th, or like I know what you did last summer. I'm going to come after you next year, kind of thing going on. But aside from all that, great movie.
yeah.
pretty interesting. Go check it out. It might be on YouTube. I don't know if it's not, but it's totally worth it.
Yeah.
And I didn't even give all the best parts of the whole thing away. There's plenty of build up and stuff that you have to watch, and it's quite confusing with the subtitles. So unless you speak Chinese naturally, this might be one of those movies you have to watch twice or three times to get the full dialogue out of. And this one did come with Mandarin and Cantonese audio because it is a Hong Kong production. So there you go. You got two different kinds of audio plus English subtitles. So there you go. It's cool. Check it out.
Yeah.
And plus, sorry for not posting the video lately, dudes. We had a hard drive problem, and well, trying to get the computer up and running again is nothing but trouble. I always swear, because you never know what if you got all your driver disk and all that other garbage. But anyways, long story short, that's why. So stay tuned, guys, and we will have another Chinese horror movie to review soon enough.